in the afternoon now. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm headed to Phoenix. I'm almost there. Anyways, I just got done watching a Jay Fructose video. I guess he's in Arizona. And he went to Casino, Arizona and found a wolf. And he was losing 200. And he got on this wolf and had $600 on a $1.60 play. That's what he had to play it. Yeah, like $600. That's his bankroll. And this is my competition. This guy's an absolute retard. But I'll tell you what happened is those wolves are worn the hell out. There's so many guys doing this, they keep sucking all the money out and never put it back. And so of course the machines are rotten. But this stupid fool, yeah, he gets off at 33. We could have went to 60 on him, but you don't get off a play like that. Unless you're broke. Yeah, you gotta have a bankroll doing this. You can't just walk out here with $500 and expect to win money. No, because you're gonna get a play like that because there's so many guys that he created. By the way, he's been on the internet for 4 years telling everybody how to advantage play. Part of the advantage is you get off after you hit the bonus. You don't put the money back in, so the machine gets rotten. Yeah, over time it just gets worse and worse and worse, especially if there's a bunch of AP players playing it, because there's no time for the machine to take in the money. So of course the miner's going to go high. All these bonuses are going to go high, and then the bonus ain't going to pay you nothing, and you're going to take a big bad beat on it. So, you know, that's just the nature of the beast. You've got to be able to weather those kind of losses, but you don't get off a 33 miner. That was absolutely idiotic. There's like $400 there. He could have got most of his money back. Sure, he could have lost another 200 or 300, but you got to keep playing. You don't just get off a machine like that. This is like the third time I've seen him get off a machine, and you know, he thinks he's the greatest of all time advantage player. He's more like get off of treasure. Get off another treasure and leave it for another AP player. Because the next guy that came up there, he probably hit it 36, 37, might have had $100, $200 in it, who knows. And then got the miner at 38, 39, whatever it went to. And I made him a couple $100 of his money that he just put in it. But yeah, he by far and away, he is no GOAT. He's not the greatest of all time at this. He knows very little. I mean, one of the first rules is have enough money to get out of a machine in case you get beat. But yeah, the guy that was sitting next to him, Brad, telling him to play a card. Yeah, Brad knows what's going on. The card helps you to weather some of those bad beats that you're gonna have. You don't win every time. You win 7 out of 10 if you're lucky. Okay, 6 out of 10 about average. But if you get lucky, you're gonna win 7, 8 out of 10 times if you're lucky. But it don't happen. I mean, you can go 8 in a row and not win. You know, it's just variance is real. You know, it's volatile. The machines are so volatile right now. You could go. I played 38 plays. I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and won on 7 of them. I ended up losing $800. But yeah, that's part of the beast. You got to be able to weather those, weather those losses. Because that day I went 7 of 38, but my buddy, he couldn't lose. He ended up winning $1,200. So at the end of the day, we chopped $300. We still won. But you're going to take bad beats. And part of this is knowing, how much money you got to carry in the casino with you to cover these. And it ain't $500. I mean, one machine could put you out of business. That's why he's always playing these min bets. He travels around claiming he's the greatest of all time, and all he's doing is betting 60, 80 cent, $1.60. He can't even afford to finish a $1.60 wolf, and claims he's the greatest of all time, this Jay Fructose. But like I told him, and yeah, when he can't find a machine to play, he can only look in the mirror, and it's his own fault. He's the one that he's cutting his own throat. He's creating more advantage players to make the machines even worse than they are. They already are worse. They're so bad right now it ain't even funny. But you've got to have a bankroll to weather the losses, so you don't have to get off and leave somebody $400 machine. It probably only would have paid $3. It's supposed to pay $4 or $5. But like I said, his competition, the people he created, the AP players that he created, yeah, that's why the machine's going to 33 and not paying him nothing. Because the machine's already been sucked dry. And he also doesn't know another rule that's very important, and I'm not going to give it to him either. He's going to have to figure it out the hard way, like I did. Yeah. The 9 principles, he don't even follow 2 of them. Okay? He's lacking all the knowledge that he needs to be successful in this business. And he just don't care. And he's going around creating advantage players, and most of them are going to be ended up, with a sick gambling problem. Who knows, even maybe a drug problem. He already has a drug problem. He tells you not to go in there drunk. Well, he's higher than a kite. He's smoking weed and going in there. Talk about lack of concentration. Yeah, this Jay Fructose is something else. But anyways, yeah, he's not the greatest. The greatest would never get off that machine. No. I mean, I'm not even the greatest. Yeah, I'm not getting off of that machine. But this is another reason you have a partner, so that you can weather those kind of losses. You don't eat the whole loss. Yeah, you're gonna chop the wins, but the losses are what's important. It's how you lose that's important. Because everybody can win, that's easy. But how you take the losses that you're gonna have, because you're gonna have some. There's no getting out of that. I mean, these machines, they're volatile as all get out. And if you don't understand how to play this game, hey, you're gonna walk off and leave money just laying around for guys like me. You make too many mistakes. You go broke on machines you're not even supposed to be playing in the first place. $500 on a $1.60 bet. That could have ate that. It could have ate the whole thing. They could have put $1,000 in there. On a $1.60 bet, I think I had $1,200 in the machine. Okay, I had $1,200 in an 80 center. It went to 62, the minor. I didn't get off. And I wouldn't get off. It doesn't matter. The losses is how you take the losses. You definitely don't get up and walk off the machine. That's pretty retarded. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, he thinks he's saving money when a real AP player would know that they got to try and recoup some of the money they put in the machine. Even if it ends up a loss, they have to do it. And I mean, that's a basic rule to this game, is you got to finish the bonus, regardless of how rotten it is, because you don't want to give it to your competition. They're gonna come right behind you. You just built them a play, and now he just lost his butt. Now you got to go back to the room and lick his wounds. I'm hoping to see him today, because that video he downloaded is probably yesterday when he downloaded it. But we'll see if we can't see him in here. It ought to be pretty entertaining if I run into him. Let him know, hey, quit going to the Humane Society to get your hair cut. You look like a Cocker Spaniel, for fuck's sakes. He got a Cocker Spaniel haircut. And he going down to the dog pound to get his haircut or something. I have no idea, but he sure looks like a goof. And he acts like one even worse. claiming he's the greatest of all time, greatest AP player of all time. Yeah, he's walking off and leaving money for the other AP players. Or a customer. I mean, hey, I mean, customer sees that, they're probably going to play it. But yeah, you don't get off of it at 33 minor. I mean, the number is like 26 minor. He did the right thing playing it, but yeah, he can't weather a loss, you know, because you don't win every time. And those wolves they're old machines. They've been out for a long time, and I know every AP player has played those and taken money out of them and not putting it back in the machine. The machines over time just take money. They get tighter and tighter as the machine gets older and older. That's how the machine takes in all the money. It pays really good when they first come out, so that people play them and they get used to them, and they think they can win on them. So then they start tightening them, and then stuff like this happens. You get on a marathon, and it goes to the moon. But usually good things happen when you chase those. I mean, I've hit megas before because the minor went high on me. Yeah, not on the wolf, but on the cat. I've hit 6 or 7 megas, and that makes up for all the times that it gets rotten on you. You know, you end up in the long run, you're way ahead of the machine still. But yeah, you have to be aware that the machine could take $1,000 from you. And he doesn't even have $1,000 to play. I mean, what is he doing? Borrowing money, or he's getting money from YouTube? But he's using that to cover his losses, I guess. And then he gets a bankroll. He gets sent money from YouTube, and then he uses that to go out in his bankroll. But I mean, I'll be honest with you. I mean, it's kind of a good backup. He's not dumb. I mean, well, he is dumber than he looks. He looks dumb. So, but him going on YouTube and showing all these people and teaching them AP, he's only cutting his own throat. I mean, it's not going to affect a guy like me because they make too many mistakes. All of them do. And I mean, I even make mistakes, but yeah, the mistakes they're making, like getting off that 33, that was a huge mistake, massive. Because the mega could come. When they get rotten like that, they usually hit something good. I mean, my buddy was in $2,000 on a $4 bet and hit the grand for $10,000. So, I mean, good things usually happen. But hey, you know, not everybody's good at this game. And him teaching people is just absolutely hilarious to me. He's got them paying on Patreon. Who knows what he's telling them on Patreon. But I'll tell you this. Guys like him never last. They'll never, ever be successful. They won't accumulate wealth. And if they ever do, they're just going to lose it. You know, IRS come take it away from them. Who knows? But more than likely, they're just going to end up broke. And, you know, not be able to get a job because they've been, what do you call it, self-employed, and no way to prove that they were working and doing it. They're going to tell them, oh yeah, I was playing slot machines for the last 5 years. They're not going to want to hire you. They're going to tell you got a sick gambling problem. But hey, you know, Jay Fructose, he's the greatest of all time. My goodness, he's good. It is hilarious. The level of hilarity is, wow, it's right. Anyways, I'm at White Tanks. Desert Diamond White Tanks. Let's see if the goof found the best casino in Arizona, in Phoenix area. Let's see if he found it. And then we'll go in there and see if we can't run him out the building. Just take everything down. That's what I intend to do. But I've got 10,000. you know. And my buddy, he's got 10,000, we carry with us. So, I mean, we're not worried about losing the $400 or $500 or even $2,000 or $3,000. Because we know eventually we're going to get it back. You got to take the bad beats, or, you just need to, hey, you're going to end up broken living under the bridge. And that's just a sad reality. Hopefully you don't pick up a drug problem. You're going to be like the guys he makes fun of in Vegas. Saying, oh, this guy's, what did he call him? He called him a concierge. The guy dead broke sitting and selling machines to other guys for 20%. He didn't even want to give him 20%. He didn't even want to give him 15%. The standard is 30%. He's just a cheap cocksucker. He's just, people who are down on their luck, and most of them he probably taught. Okay. A lot of these guys probably watched his videos and went to the casino with $400 or $500 and thinking they're gonna make money every day. And now they're broke sitting on machines because they don't have the money to put in there. Because they already gambled it on video poker, or went to the blackjack table, or did something else with the money they're supposed to be putting in their pocket and hanging on to it for the next advantage play. But they never do that. I've seen it too many times. And the men I've trained, okay, there's 4 or 5 of them, 6 or 7 that I've shown this business to, and there's only 4 of them left. The other 2, they could not control themselves. They could not control the gambling urge. They had to gamble, and they lost their money, and now they're back hard at work. They don't even want to think about the casino anymore, and I'm glad they don't, because obviously they can't hang on to their money. But anyways, this is just another update video, and like and subscribe, and I plan to, once I get settled back at home, I'll start doing some critique videos on Jay Fructose and the other AP players that are out there. Show them the error of their ways, and why teaching this to anybody who will listen is not a good idea, because you're going to end up hurting more people than you help, which is a plain fact. Most people can't go to the casino and control themselves, and they're going to end up it's not going to end well. Anyways, I made it, and I got to upload this video, and this is just a little update for today. Let's see how well I do. My partner, he's up a couple hundred. He's not even in Phoenix. He's over Blue Water in Parker, Arizona. And he did well the last couple days. Yeah, we chopped 1,200 or something yesterday. So, I mean, that wasn't bad. All in all, the last week we've made, well, this is the start of a new week, of course, Sunday. But we're up like 1,500 so far this week. And looking to be a pretty good week if we just, just behave yourself. You don't get on machines that you can't afford to finish. That's one of the first rules. You don't even get on it. You don't play it. You look for something better that you can afford to play. And then if you get way ahead and you're on their money, he was down 200 when he jumped on that wolf. That was not a good idea. I'll try to play it when I'm already on their money for the day, when I'm ahead. Then I can risk. Then I can risk the money that I've won, that I'm ahead. And if I end up losing, I end up losing, but I am not losing my money. It's not coming out of my pocket. It's what I've already made that day. But these are some things that none of these guys know. They don't even think. They don't even think, well, what if I get wrecked? I'm going to be going home down $600. and then trying to come out and trying to get in a good mood and they're pushing it. They're forcing the issue. He forces it all the time. He's always constantly shoving 20 in over here, 20 in over there, making sports bets. Yeah, that's his vice. He's a sports bettor. And usually those don't ever end well. So he's got a way to just completely go broke all day long. He can just go make a sports bet. And sports is all fixed and rigged. And hey, Plenty of evidence out there that, you know, football's fixed and baseball's fixed, and they're all fixed. So, yeah, it's not a good idea to be sports betting with your winnings. You should be saving your bankroll so that you have the ability to play a machine and not have to get off of it and give it to someone else. But anyways, this video's gone long enough. Please like and subscribe. And yeah, like I said, when we get to 1,000 subscribers, we'll start doing live streams, and I'll have some podcasts with some guests on, guys that have been successful doing this. And I'm not going to do play-by-play video in the casino. No, if you want to learn this business from a professional, a true professional, yeah, who understands and is very successful and has taught others to be just as successful, then you know, I'll start a Patreon and you can join, and there'll be a donation. But what you get and the information you receive will be a treasure that's well worth the donation. Okay? And all the donations that I get are just there to help other people. Just to show them that you don't even have to go to the casino to be successful and be wealthy. You don't have to. This is just for fun for me. This is basically just fun. It's something to do where I can meet new people and discuss other things like the wealth receiving activity, instead of, you know, going in and being a sick, degenerate gambler your whole life. What I do, I don't gamble. I've got receipts. I've got win statements. I don't even know what a loss statement is. I've had many casinos in Vegas tell me, hey, you're winning too much. We can't give you a comp because I play a card. But I don't know what a loss statement is. I haven't had a loss statement in 25 years. I don't know what those are. Okay? I go and I ask for the win statement because I know it's a win statement. But I've got the receipts. If you want to see these win statements, you know, you'll subscribe to Patreon and I'll show you the receipts. But it's going to be done privately. I'm not going to post them on YouTube. I'm not going to do that. But if you want, you know, receipts and proof that, yeah, this guy's very successful and Jay Fructose is an absolute clown, then you'll subscribe to my Patreon as soon as I get it up. You can go to truthhavenministry.com, okay, and look at the wealth activity. It has nothing to do with no slot machine. It's just about being loving your neighbor as much as you love yourself. That's it. Loving the Heavenly Father with all your heart, mind, and body. He'll provide you. He says in the Bible, it says that the birds don't store up food for the winter. They don't worry about where they live. They just build a nest. Wherever they want, they just go and build a nest, and they don't store up food. They feed. They're fed just fine. They eat every day. And you're way more important than a bird to him. But there's a way to gather wealth on this earth, and it's basic, and it ain't from working for other people. It's from helping others. Yeah, being generous. So you can go to truthhavenministry.com and you can check out the wealth activity, okay? And if you have questions, you can email me. My email address is on there. You can email me. We can talk about it. But yeah, the slot AP advantage player, Jay Fructose, is not. He's just an amateur. He doesn't really know what he's doing. He's causing more harm than good. But anyways, like I said, like and subscribe, and I'll keep making these videos, daily updates. And I need to get back on my 25-year journey as a slot professional. And yeah, I believe I'm left off with David Hunt. I moved to a house with him in the middle of Mississippi. But that's another story for another video. But yeah, I plan to post that probably sometime in the next couple days. Anyways, thanks for watching, and enjoy the video, and keep watching. Like, subscribe, make a comment. I'll respond to your comments, and you have a wonderful day. Thank you.